Hey guys, Dout here, and today I'm bringing you a video on the meta inside of Lockout Eliminations. Now keep in mind this is still from our point of views and from our experiences, so feel free to share your own down in the comments. But anyway, let's get on to the strategy itself. So for those that don't know, in this game mode, what happens is you pick a hero just the same as you would in any 3v3. But the difference is, when you win a match, all the heroes that were on your team are unusable now to anyone on that team. So what you want to do in this game mode is figure out the right strategy to be able to have the right picks at the right time, and so that's what I'm going to be talking about today. So in the first round, the pick you want to go for is the pick that is not your best, but it's not your worst. So you want to find a medium for which your team can still play good, but they're not using their best cards yet. So for us, we had Winston, Zenyatta, and I had Bastion. And I know there's good Bastion players, but the thing is that personally I'm not good at Bastion. But I know I can play decently enough with him that I'm still going to be able to do something. So what happens in this scenario is we're looking either at the enemy team making a good pick, like in terms of the characters they're good with, or possibly doing the same thing we are and doing sort of a trollish pick. Depends on how you want to look at the skill that you have with your particular hero. Now with this strategy, in the first round you're still looking to win, because if you win then that opens up to the rest of the strategy and other picks that you know you're better with. So if you don't win, then if they were playing serious, then that means that those heroes that they picked that they're good with are gone for the rest of the game. And they'll be left with other choices to make while you still have open options. And if it wasn't quite their best, you can still account for the fact that you know which ones that they're not going to be playing next. And you can say, okay, so say for example, they had a Winston and you lost. So you know that Winston's not going to be there, so he's not going to counter your Lucio or your Genji or, things that Winston would normally counter. So should you lose the first game, it's up to you on what heroes you want to pick for the next round. But in the case that you win, the next strategy is that you want to find something cheesy. So say for example, what we did was we did Pharah Mercy and Soldier 76. Zarya also works well for this, given that she can bubble either one of them if they come under focused fire. So what seems to be happening as well is that every single second match is Pharmacy. So if you're on to try Pharmacy, there's also the cheese of a Bastion strat or just any other strat that you're going to be able to do well with and be able to surprise the enemy team. Now for your last match, you want to pull out your best comp, your mains, so that usually that means playing Roadhog and Ana and either a tank or a DPS, depends on what you're good at, but you want to do something that you're going to be able to do your best at and win the game with, because hopefully by this time it's 2-0, and if it's 2-2 you really have to step it up and anticipate what the enemy team is going to be having as well, because they tend to be saving their best at the end as well. Now, as I said before, the strategy for if you lose is typically you can either replay what you just did, because given that you had played that against them and lost to them, and they're not going to be playing those same ones again. And the other option you have is that you can try to counterpick against it and say, oh, well, they had these last time, so I'm going to be able to play this now. So that's all I have to say for today. Feel free to leave a comment about your experience playing the new eliminations and what you found seems to be the best strategy for it. And thanks for watching.